Technics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting
victory, they did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On first down, Tannehill. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Holding. That's what I'm talking about.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They find some open field here. He's got daylight. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's their quarterback. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field. For their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Tennessee.
A first down carry for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
from the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pick.
And now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the Cowboys. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the second down throw on target. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out Out of the gun, Tannehill.
And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
For the point after.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is taken at the 23.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yards.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
His kick is no good.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Runs through the contact, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Loss of 2 yards.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Cowboys add on. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
Just,
you know how superstitious these guys can be.
There's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys continue to pour it on.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Nothing.
From the 27, Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
Tannehill's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been elusive, very good at scrambling, over 100 yards rushing already.
Makes you think that you're going to have to change strategy on defense, that now he is commanded that you use one person on him at all times. What's that, the spy technique?
Yep.
And that's so difficult to do because most of the time I'm not a big believer in it. I think the spy usually gets beat. But in this case, I'm going to sacrifice some pass coverage and take my best, most athletic safety and put him on the quarterback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That's good.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Tannehill. Short throw to Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. 16 yards, a 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
16-yard line.
Steps away to his left.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
And sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Rolling to his under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Lorenzo Carter gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's now third.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and
he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The kicker.
It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance with 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
this will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Titans on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill, and that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one hits it. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because they have a history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Is good.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
9-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 35 to Mike.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
6 yards.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Sheds another. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Quarterback on the scramble.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was the Falcons who were able to pick up the victory at home. Matt Ryan leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 38-24 was the final. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Jameis Winston, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
Look at the spin.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And quickly they get to the line. Now they try the right side here. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The quarterback.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Just bowling over tacklers. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
18-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it.
taken at about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll run it again with Henry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This is taken at the 15. Oh, spinning away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With his Cowboys continue to pour it on. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The ball carrier.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of the game.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Henry on the carry.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
This is Henry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Now it's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Tannehill's back.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
8-yard pickup.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
4th down.
They'll set up a throw. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so...
And he's into the clear, past the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 56 yards on the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Being chased out left. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
go. Like 20. There you go, Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Mike 35, Mike. Bring up.
Wants to run, wants to run.
Go.
On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, eluding the tackle.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game. Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was Get in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle.
Shakes off the sack. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback taken down.
Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daquan Jones. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Flush feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. He finds Humphries. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Complete to
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Goal, Tennessee.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
From the 6.
Oh, the spin.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
At their own 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Over the middle to Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up
nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Titans.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
49-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. Man open left side is Brown.
Tannehill's
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike 35.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
It's almost closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again.
Ryan Tannehill sacked.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handling.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The quarterback.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down and
Jayon Brown in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
it's 4th down.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 3rd. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by the Titans. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Now the extra point. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
On the deep ball. He was covered by Christian Fulton.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's good for a Cowboy.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Third down and 2.
They'll go to the air here on third and 2. He's going to let it go again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Those are friends in Bayou.